It's a chain reaction. Not being able to afford college leads to not getting a degree, which leads to a decrease in the chance of getting a job. And without a job, people are unable to support themselves, let alone a potential family. Jobs in the U.S. have become increasingly unattainable for people who do not have a college degree. The unemployment rate here in San Diego is 5.9% below the estimated 7% rate from a year ago. However, college tuition is also increasing, which some families cannot keep up with. Students unable to pay for college either have to put it off for a year and work a low-income job, or they must take out thousands of dollars in loans. Both of these solutions only hurt students in the end. It causes them to delay their education, their careers, and their lives.
This is why we believe in the Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act. The Act gives students the ability to attend 2-year or 4-year institutions with a low cost to families. Through Obama's passing of the Act, higher education is more affordable, and financial aid programs such as the Pell Grant can receive more money through expanding this Act. This Act affects our community of San Diego because we have a large population of college students from all over the country.
In September of 2009, Congressman George Miller's Student Aid and Financial Responsibility Act was passed by the House of Representatives. This act was not passed by the Senate. Instead, it was reworked and attached to the Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act. Obama signed the bill March 30, 2010. This act was supposed to save $87 billion for the federal government, and that money will be given to financial aid programs.
The Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act includes several different programs. One such program is increased funds for the Pell Grant, a scholarship program which helps students afford college. Another aspect of this act is that it will cap the loan repayment interest at 10% for eligible borrowers starting in 2014. The same borrowers may also qualify for a loan forgiveness after 20 years. Funding will also go to schools with a majority of low-income and minority students and community colleges. Because the government would use direct loans, not subsidized loans, $87 billion will be saved and repurposed for the programs previously listed.
Some people oppose this act because they believe it will hurt the free market economy and that loans won't solve the problem of increased tuition. One person is Peter Schiff, an American entrepreneur and financial commentator who believes that these loans are only increasing the price to go to college.
Has changed. Well, back in the 1800s, there was no Department of Education. There were no government scholarships or government aid or guarantees for student loans. It didn't exist. And when it didn't exist, college tuition was inexpensive and affordable. Today, with all the government help and all the government agencies, the costs are exploding through the roof. And the reason for that is all the subsidies. I mean, think about the student loan program and what that does. If the government didn't guarantee student loans, students couldn't borrow money to go to college. Nobody would lend it to them. It'd be too risky. They wouldn't pay it back. But with a government guarantee, lending money to a student to go to college is like buying a treasury bond.
The main student loan program improved by the Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act is the Pell Grant. The Pell Grant is designed to help low-income students afford a secondary education. It offers a maximum of $5,550 to individual students and doesn't require repayment.
Authorization. With roughly 71% of undergraduates receiving some form of federal financial aid, simplifying the complex system of grants, loans, and institutional support programs remains a central goal in our reauthorization efforts.
This new act will give the Pell Grant $40 billion. This means that the Pell Grant can reach more students. It is expected to help 820,000 more students. It is expected that the Pell Grant will increase the maximum to $5,975 by 2017. This money is available for students through FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Prospective college students may apply for the Pell Grant scholarship money by filling out this application and renewing each year.
Without this act, the number of students unable to pay for college would increase. There would be less highly skilled people in America, and the economy would suffer. Having people who are college educated improves the country.
they will be joined in the House and sent to the Senate. And what we did is we took the suggestion of the Obama administration that we take the $87 billion at that time in subsidies to the lenders, and we move that over and recycle that for the benefit of families and students trying to finance an education for their future and to help other education programs. This wasteful spending was first identified by President Bill Clinton when he tried to start the direct loan program, successfully passed with Senator Kennedy's authorship and Paul Simon and some others, and Tom Harkin and myself, and a small program was run. In every budget, I think every budget that President Bush submitted to the Congress, they identified this as wasteful spending.
A graph from California College of San Diego demonstrates how a college degree can drastically affect long-term income and employment. The Healthcare and Education Reconciliation Act can benefit everyone, including students here in San Diego community. In improving affordability of higher education, we can improve the lives of the citizens of San Diego.